Hi guys, it's Rike here and welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Rike and I review a lot of activewear, so if you're into that kind of stuff, you just keep watching. If you're like, oh Rike, your voice sounds different today, this is because I've had a cold for like forever and I was like, okay, I'll just wait a few days until I film a few more videos, and you know, it's been 2 weeks. It's much better now. There was a point when I couldn't talk at all, but you know, the voice is still a little off, but it's okay. We'll get through this and you'll get used to it, no problem. And I'll be back to my normal voice at some point, you know, so that is a-okay. But yeah, let's get into today's video. I do have a little Kamo Fitness haul for you today. We have the same color in all the pieces that I have, but I also do have a code for you for Kamo Fitness. So let's start with the, you know, what Kamo Fitness is. They're like a more affordable brand. They have their own website. And I would say they've made quite an impression on a lot of people. And I do think I've reviewed them once before. If I remember correctly, if I have, I will link the video up here. And yeah, I just recently saw that they had like an affiliate program. So I was just like signing up for things, you know, because sometimes I'm like, I should also be proactive and contact brands. And they just accepted me to that program and sent me a few things and also did give me a code for you guys. So don't worry, I'm going to be very, very honest with you. There's no incentive for me to not be. And they also weren't like, oh, you have to be like praising our products. So no, they were just like, cool to have you on board. And here are your pieces. And, you know, I'll just create content with it. And my form of content is usually YouTube videos, as you might know. So yes, Kamo Fitness, they launched a new little like collection on Black Friday. So this is what pieces I have from their recent Black Friday launch. And like I said, it's all the same color. I'm usually like, I love colors. So this is a little different for me to just have the same color, but I didn't pick this, you know, this is what they sent me. So there we go. Kamo Fitness, like I said, is a bit more affordable than other brands like Lululemon or Buff Bunny collection, for example, but also actually usually great quality from what I have seen myself and also from other people's reviews. And like I said, I have a code for you. The code is Rike. It gives you a 5% discount when you shop on their website if you type that code in there, you know. And of course, I would get a small commission if you do so, and don't ever feel forced to use anything, but if you do, of course, thank you so much. But you already support me by watching my videos, liking them, subscribing, and all that, so don't you worry. But yes, so we have 4 pieces today. They're all tops, so no bottoms. I'm very sorry if you like leggings and you're a big legging fan. But yeah, I think this collection also didn't actually have any leggings, if I remember correctly, but just joggers. But I might be wrong. But yeah, let's start with the sports bra. So there's a few tops in there, also sports bra tops, but we have one true sports bra, and we have the rose sports bra here, and I just see it's inside out, so let me just turn this around. But yes, the rose sports bra, and this color is the color Jetstream. So it is not white, it is kind of like a cream, very light beige or like an off-white, a nude tone for sure, but yeah, not full on white. Kind of reminds me of the Buff Bunny Stardust color, if you know that one. And the rose sports bra is very, very, very simple, just up and down straps, kind of square neckline here, removable cup pads. You do have an elastic under the chest, and it is also more of a short line sports bra. And then the back is also just very simple. It dips a little bit lower in the back here, and I really like the logo. It's tone and tone, very inconspicuous, you know, not easy to spot. And yeah, I really like that it's tone and tone. It looks quite elegant that way, I think. The material is soft and brushed, like feels really, really, really nice. And what is it? Let me see. 69% nylon and 31% spandex. So yeah, a nylon spandex mix, but a lot of spandex actually in it. It is definitely also very, very stretchy. I think it's going to be very nice and body hugging. The cup pads are not too thick, not too stiff. I think they're quite okay. And of course, we also do have the seams here in the middle to kind of separate the cup pads so they don't slide into each other. I also always prefer to have that. yeah, straps are not adjustable, but you know, there's a little stretch to it. And I'm usually a size small up top. I do not have a big chest, so I also opted for a size small in the sports bra. And let's see it on. All right, really just like a very simple sports bra here. It is very comfortable though. And you know, sometimes I really don't like having some pressure on my neck or like feeling the straps cutting in. And obviously with simple up and down straps, that's not gonna happen. Like they're not adjustable, but they are stretchy. They fit me very well, like the straps. I don't really feel them. They're also not sliding off my shoulders because they are quite, you know, far apart and quite on the edge of the shoulder, but like it's still kind of very secure. And, you know, there is a little bit of a seam here, but I don't really feel it. And you definitely have good coverage here as well. Like there's no risk of side boob at all. And then we have the elastic under the chest, but it is not super tight. And doesn't really cut in or anything. It's just, you know, sitting there, giving you a little bit of support. We do have the removable cup pads. They are a little stiff, but I think it's okay. Support-wise, I would say this is actually a solid medium support for me. So definitely, I feel quite tucked in. The fabric is nice and soft. It is not super long line, so more of a short line sports bra here. And like I said, definitely actually quite good coverage in terms of like up here. Like I don't really have any cleavage here. So that's pretty impressive. And then in the bag, it's just slightly lower. We do have that Kamo Fitness tone and tone logo here on the bag. So not like super in your face or anything. And overall, just a very, very simple sports bra. But it is comfy. It gives you a good amount of support for the fact that it's not like, you know, super high neck, super like tight or anything. And yeah, the fabric feels really good. It's nothing like super special because, you know, I like a little bit of cute detailing and strappy backs and whatever, but it is a pretty good sports bra. And I feel like this would be a good candidate for just like wearing the whole day. I usually wear my sports bras all day long, and this fits super easily under a t-shirt or something. So yeah, I am positively surprised. All right, next up we have a few more like tank tops with built-in cup pads, sports bras, shelf bras, whatever. We will start off with this cute little number. I know you're like, oh, it doesn't look that cute yet. No, but you have to see the back. But this is the Hannah Tank Top Sports Bra. Again, the color Jetstream. Like I said, everything is going to be in this kind of like nudie, light beige, off-white color. And again, same fabric though, I think. Although this feels like, I feel like this feels even softer. But I would assume it's the same fabric. Let me check. Where are you? Yeah, 69% nylon, 31% spandex. I don't know why this feels softer, but it kind of does. But yeah, we have, in this one, we do have built-in cup pads, so not a built-in shelf bra. But let me show you the details here first. So we have these little seams here that kind of like are meant to, you know, give you a little bit of structure. It is quite high neck here, but not too high. And it also seems like we get good coverage here on the sides. And then the bag, like I said, super cute. We do have all these little straps like that. So it's kind of open bag, except for here at the bottom. And yeah, I mean, you don't need to pair a sports bra with it underneath because you do have the removable cup pads in here. So that's clever. And on this side here, on the inside, you can see that we do have basically, yeah, just built-in cup pads. There's no shelf bra. It's just, you do have the seams to keep the cup pads a little bit in place. But of course, you can always take them out if you want to. And yeah, this is definitely like a cropped tank. Lengthwise, not even long line sports bra, really quite long, I would say. But yeah, I do like this bag. It looks really, really cute. And I am excited to try it on. Let's see it. All right, on to the next top. So this one definitely has a lot of coverage in the front. Good side boob coverage here again, high neck. And then just like really cute seam detailing. So I really, really like this seam detailing in this little triangle situation that we get here. I feel like what could have been really cute is if they had like made this triangle in mesh, you know, just like a little bit of something different. But like, I still think it's super cute. We do have the removable cup pads in here. They can come up quite high. So when I put this on now, I had to actually like adjust the cup pads quite a lot. But you know, there theoretically is a seam up here where it stops. Like they can't go higher than this basically. You can probably see a little bit of this, There's a little seam here for the cup pads go. You might be able to kind of like see that through a little bit, but you don't see the cup pads through. And that's kind of the most important thing with like lighter colors like this. Yeah, but I really like how this like little triangle seam situation is going there. I like how this looks. It is like a super clean, easy look here in the front. Support wise, I would say this is also a solid medium support. Maybe the bra supported me a little bit more than what we just saw, but like I still feel like, yeah, solid medium support. I'm tucked in, nothing is going anywhere. And then of course the back of this one is just so cute. Super strappy, not tight or anything. So this seam here, or like the seamless piece of fabric is actually really, really like not tight. And then we have all these straps here. Yeah, I just think it's super cute. Very unique as well. And yeah, just different. Like usually you have like crisscross in the back, but just like the straight across straps. You can still show off your back. We have the little logo here at the bottom. And the length of this top is also really good. Like it is like definitely like a cropped like tank kind of with built-in cup pads, but it is a really, really good length. So I do have a long torso, and now I'm pairing this with a high-waisted pair of leggings, and there's not a lot of skin left. So if you're a shorter torso person, you actually might be able to wear this without showing any skin. So if you're like trying to venture into the, I kind of want to wear like a cute little top, but I don't really want to expose my belly situation, like this is actually a really good option because you have this cute little back so you can show off a little bit, but you're not really exposing a lot of tummy area. Yeah, and obviously, I mean, I wouldn't wear this top under something else. You obviously can, but then you're not going to be able to show off this cute little back. So yeah, I like the length. I like how it feels, and it looks cute. I also forgot, there's always stickers in the packages. Look at this, good vibes. Good vibes for everyone, good vibes everywhere. So if you like stickers, they do have stickers. But let's move on to the next kind of like more tank toppy sports bra performance thing. This one does have a built-in shelf bra, so a little bit more high performance perhaps. And it is the Aurora Performance Sleeveless Top. Again, Jetstream color. And this one is quite interesting. So they call performance, and I can really, really see it. You can see how you have a lot of coverage. You have coverage for your shoulders even. You have more coverage here in the armpits, I think. It is otherwise like maybe even also a little bit longer than the Hannah tank top that we just saw. But I feel like the seaming detailing in the front at least is very, very similar. But then in the back, it's just full coverage. So it gives you definitely more support. And yeah, just keeps you covered. The fabric is the same again. So we have that nylon spandex combo. Feels very, very soft and brushed. And let's see the inside, because the inside is really interesting. Oh, also, of course, Tone and Tone Kamo Fitness logo is still here. But yeah, the inside is super interesting. So we don't have removable cup pads. We do have molded cup pads. Look at this. Like it's heavy duty molded cup pads here. Some people really like those molded cup pads. I personally don't mind because I don't take the cup pads out anyway. So then I don't mind that they're not removable, for example. And I mean, at least this way they don't move around, right? You don't need to readjust the cup pads at all. And we also do have an elastic, so it is really a proper shelf bra here. But yeah, with the molded cup pads. See, this is super interesting. I didn't even realize this, but yeah. And you can see them here on the inside, nice and soft against the boobs. And I also find it interesting that they chose to make these white and the elastic. But maybe that's just easier because I guess these come in like white or black and then they didn't bother to dye them or something, right? I would assume so. I don't know. But you can see how it's basically like more solid cup pads. They also feel softer than those removable cup pads. And then you just sew them in there. Yeah. But yeah, definitely I would think this one is going to be high performance. Or at least medium to high performance. Support-wise. But yeah. Curious to see this on. Of course, this is not as cute as that little tank we just saw with the little open back situation. The strappy back. But, you know, if you need performance or like if you need a lot of support, good coverage, I feel like this should be good. But let's see it. All right, here we have the top with the molded cup pads now. It's definitely very interesting to have molded cup pads in a top like this. I've never seen it in a top, just in, sports bras. So it's quite interesting. So I'm showing you just again, here are the molded cup pads and here's the little elastic. I wish the molded cup pads were a little bit bigger, giving a little bit more coverage on the sides, but also that they would come a little bit lower here. So I feel like they sit quite high. Like if I adjust my cup pads, I usually put them a little bit lower, just a tad, but just a little bit. Otherwise it feels nice and comfortable to have these here like this. And obviously you don't need to like readjust because, this is where they are. So yeah. And you can kind of see the seams through maybe a little bit, but it's not up, like not super intense. And this top is very, very long for a crop top. So I'm not showing any skin. And I do have a long torso. I personally don't mind this length. I think it's actually really, really nice. I don't like full length things usually because they don't fit well on my hips when they fit me well in the waist here, And this is actually a perfect length to get kind of full coverage on my tummy for me. So that's pretty good. And obviously like this one does have some seam detailing. It's not as open as the top we just saw with the little strappy bag. So we just have full coverage here, but it is very, very comfy. You have the thick like straps. Well, I don't even want to call them straps because they're not really straps, right? But like you have a thick patch of fabric here on your shoulders. So it's not really uncomfortable. And support wise, I would say it's medium to high support. Maybe not entirely like high support, also depending on your chest size, of course. But I would say probably medium to high. And yeah, I think it's a pretty good top. Like you don't need to worry about a sports bra underneath. You just put this on. You have the molded cup pads. You don't need to adjust them. You have really good coverage, and the length is really good. All right, we got one more item. This time it's a long sleeve. And I hope you remember the last piece you just saw. This is basically that piece, but with long sleeves. So we do have the Aurora Performance long sleeve blouse here. So yeah, if you're like, oh, I need more sleeves because it's a little chilly where I am right now. I can feel you because it's also chilly outside, and it's also been foggy like since I got up this morning at like 7:30. So it's crazy how foggy it is outside. It looks like it's just, the world is going down or something. I don't know. Anyway, it's cold outside. That's my point. And yes, here we have our long sleeve version. Again, the fabric is super, super soft, nice and stretchy. I also did get this one. Let me see if I also got this one in a size small. I just want to know. Let me see if I can find it somewhere. Maybe, yes. So this is also a size small because sometimes for long sleeves, I do size up just to give more space to the arms and the shoulders and the back. But yeah, there's a lot of stretch in here. I feel like this should be fine. Then we also, of course, still do have the high neck. We do have seams here. Interesting enough, now we have a seam down the middle. I feel like we didn't have that seam on the tank top version. So here's the tank top version again. Yeah, no seam down the middle in the front. We had it just in the back here. But yeah, so now with the long sleeve version, we do have a seam right down the middle, but of course also the seams on the side to accentuate things a little bit. We do have thumb holes on here as well, because I know some people really, really love thumb holes. I personally don't care too much. But of course they can be nice. And then yeah, in the back we have that one seam all the way down. And let's check if we also do have the molded cup pad shelf bar situation in here. And yes, we do. So same situation here, the molded cup pads. And then we have our little shelf bar elastic here. But it feels really nice again. So yeah, I feel like this is probably, the exact same thing that we just saw, but with longer sleeves. And let's see it on. All right, and here we just have the long sleeve version that fits very, very similar to the the top we just saw. Although now we have the sleeves. The main body is the same though, so here it fits the same way. I will say the sleeves feel a little tight, so maybe next time I would size up to medium to have a little bit more space in the arms. So just keep that in mind if you sometimes do size up in long sleeve tops because of your arms. You might want to do this here too. Then obviously you might get a little bit less support for your chest. So just saying that, but since you have a lot of coverage, it's not like you're gonna fall out and expose yourself. So there's that. But yeah, otherwise I think it feels the exact same, but sleeves are a little tight. We have a nice high round neck, some seam detailing. Length is also very, very similar, so quite long. I'm not exposing myself here at all. And I do have a longer torso. And again, we have the molded cup pads here, and like just basically like kind of a shelf bra. And same way as with the other top, I wish that these molded cup pads would come a little bit lower, and maybe also the seam of the shelf bra could be like maybe half an inch lower, a quarter of an inch lower, just a little bit, but I feel like it is a bit high. This might have to do with me having a long torso, maybe also, you know, have a long way to where my boobs are, I don't know. But yeah, I just feel like that's a little short. So my boobs, I would like the cup pads to go until here, and then the seam basically starting, or the elastic starting under there. So that's just my preference. Otherwise, like the molded cup pads feel comfortable. They feel quite nice, definitely softer than the removal cup pads that were in the other tops in the first two. So it feels a little bit like more, you know, comfortable, and just like gives you a nicer shape, I think. But yeah, otherwise I would say that would be nice if it was a tad longer. So maybe if I were to size up to a medium for the arms, I could also get a little bit more length than this. Otherwise, like I said, it fits nice. I like the length of the top itself. And then in the back, of course, we also have full coverage, some seams going down there. And all in all, you know, it's not too warm, but it definitely gives you a little bit of warmth. But it is the same fabric, soft and brushed, also breathable. And yeah, there we go. This is the last piece. All right, it's conclusion time. I will say I liked all these pieces. I would have liked to see a little bit more variety in color for myself, but they do come in other colors. So don't worry if you're like, oh, I've seen enough of this Jetstream color now. There's other colors, but of course, you know, it's a good basic color. Like, I feel like you compare this with so many other colors. It's not exactly white, which also kind of makes it a little bit interesting. And you could see, like, I'm very pale, and even on my pale skin, this is actually not so bad. So don't you worry if you're a pale person. I get it, especially now in winter. But yes, so my favorite piece, I think, was the Hannah tank, just because I do like strappy backs, and this was like the most detailed piece, or the cutest piece, I think. So I think this is why it's my favorite. But of course, also, I like the long sleeve a lot, just because I feel like this is got to be nice and easy to just put on. You could even put this on as a layer if you're layering up because it's cold in winter. I feel like this could be a great layer with a high-waisted pair of leggings, and then you just keep on putting thicker layers on top. So I think that would be good. But of course, like the sports bra, the Rose sports bra is very, very simple. It's just, I'm not the biggest fan of super simple things, but otherwise it fit nicely. And then of course the performance tank, if you need just like a bit more like breathing for your skin because you're sweating a lot and you want that support and the good coverage. I mean, that has you covered for sure. But yes, not bad, not bad. Again, if you want to check out Kamo Fitness, you can go to their website. You can use code Rike for 5% off your purchase, which would support me. But again, don't ever feel forced to. But I think they have some really good basics. I'm curious if I get to try some leggings or some more leggings soon. That would be quite nice, I think. And yeah, I'm also hoping there'll be more colors coming, of course. Yeah, but let's stay tuned. I will stay tuned at least and see if I can get my hands on more things to review for you guys. But yeah, let me know if you have tried Kamo Fitness before, if you like them, what your thoughts are. They do ship internationally, so don't worry if you're in Europe. And also, so I assume the way they ship this to me is also the way it would ship if you order from the website, because I just got just a normal order confirmation email basically. And a normal, your order has shipped email, and there was no import fees to be paid from me. So that was actually quite good, because a lot of the North American brands do have import fees coming when you ship to Europe. So this was quite good. I think their stuff comes from China. They probably have like this is where they're probably situated. I don't actually know, but same as for CRZ, I think they ship it to like some shipper in your country, and then that gets forwarded on or something, because this basically came with the same shipper as my CRZ stuff, but yeah, it's like it gets relabeled once it gets here. So I don't know how it works, but like this is at least the impression I got, that it gets to Sweden and then they relabel it, and then yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I just know no import fees, which is a big plus for me. Anyway, let me know, yeah, if you've tried Kamo Fitness before, what your experiences are. If you're curious to try some of the things, what was your favorite piece today? And yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so yet, do subscribe to my channel so you get notified about all the new videos that are coming. A lot of things are planned still. And yeah, that's fun. And if you want to, let me know if you have any feedback, any suggestions, whatever. Drop a comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and you can DM me there, but I'm way more likely to see your comments here on YouTube. So if you want me to see something, just let me know down below. And otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.